Hey YouTube, Windraiser here. Today coming to you with another Transformers review. Today I'm going to be looking at Transformers Legacy Voyager class Armada Starscream. Oh. Okay, now that I fangasmed enough. um, yes, a brand new homage to the original Transformers Armada Starscream. And comparing this to the thrilling 31, this is by far a lot better. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back as I grab. All right, so here I have my thrilling 30 next to him, and you can see the difference. Like, this is more to look Cybertronian ish and a little sleeker and faster, while this invokes its original Armada form. Now, the only difference is this one has minicom ports. This one does not. Hasbro, we need, if you're going to redo the Armada figures, please put the minicom ports on them. Like, in my next review, you'll notice with a figure that does have it. Starscream does not have anything on him. He has 5mm ports, like holes in them, to do the armor him up with fossilizers, battleizers, or weaponizers, but nothing to put a minicon on. The other thing is on this Starscream, this piece here underneath him is made of a weird rubber, while this part is all plastic. So, yeah. And we'll do a side-by-side comparison of them both in robot mode. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a close-up look at them. I do love the nice metallic blue here for the cockpit. Very nice. Black for the nose cones and the fins. You got some yellow here. You got yellow in the engine intakes up here, which I don't know why they're up there. Going down, nice Decepticon symbol. There's his head. He does have visible head syndrome. He has visible everything syndrome. Like, you can see his face right there. Hello. He doesn't have any wheels, no landing gear. Sad. He can pull off his minicon gimmick where you can bring these forward, and he has his in the cartoon they were called his null rays, and these are Blues compatible. So we saw him off next to the Thrilling 30 Starscream. Here he is next to my Zombie Con. Put them off so you can see how they look side by side. Back up just a smidge. Here he is next to Skids. And here he is next to the figure I'm going to be reviewing next. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into his transformation. So first what we're going to do is I'm going to angle up so we can see what I'm doing. So we're going to come back here. We're going to lift this up, unpeg the legs from here, and then we're going, once those are unpegged, we're going to take the arms, bring them out, and unpeg them. And they're pegged in by this little post here that pegs in right in there, right where my finger's pointing, where those two little weird teeth are. Do that on both sides. Well, maybe we have the arms ready to go. So once we do that, then we can come under here and undo the feet. And they should just, there we go, pop out. A little snug on mine. But his toes go up into these parts right here. So once you got that done, bring his legs down, rotate him at the bicep, down, rotate the bicep, close these panels up, fold down the feet, and from this little tab here, and fold out his heels. And there we have the lower half all done. Raise up a bit more so we can see what we're doing for the top. So we're going to take this whole section here, bring it up, and in doing so, that will, so his head's down. Bringing this, in turn, will pop his head up. Just like it did on the old toy, which I find to be very cool. Fold the nose cone down, and it will peg into his chest. And you can, this is optional, you can leave these out like they does on the original toy. But according to directions, you have to fold them in. Sleeker tummy, I don't know why. My personal preference, I keep them out. Go ahead and take the wings and fold them. Come to the arms, open this panel up, flip out the fist, close it up, do the same on the other side. Open the panel, flip out the fist, close it up. Now what you're also supposed to do is supposed to take the arm and slide it over on this pin. It's supposed to be out when you have, or it's in when you have it, but you're supposed to slide it out for robot mode, and then ka-tink. If not, this side probably has already done it. Alright, as I try to get him to stand. Well, there we have Starscream in his robot mode. Now, another thing you can do, because this is also an optional thing in the instructions, this whole assembly can go down onto his back. But because I like G1 symmetry and whatnot, I just stick it out. But you can put it down on his back. And all you have to do is just take this panel, clip into these two pegs right here. You just take these cannons and unpeg them. They will fold down too. Or just fold it down as one piece. And it'll peg into place. And it'll just sit nicely on his back. So you can have that going on. But it's your toy. Display it as you want. I like to display it with the cannons up and this thing down. And I like to have these pieces out. As you can see, I'm having trouble with mine because mine has a very wobbly waist. But there you have Starscream in his robot mode. And it's a very nice homage to his original Armada self. I do like it. I'm going to go take a close-up look at that beautiful head. Very beautiful head. I do like it. Now, mine's always stuck turning this way, so I'll have it here. It's straight. Let it go. Barely push it, and it just moves over there. His head is on a ball joint, as you can see. So he can look side to side and look up. But he's looking up straight. But as soon as I put it down, it just goes off to the side. I'm not doing that. It just does that. It's a weird ball joint at the back of his head. But you can see he just looks constantly to the right. Head just is the head. Wings can move, can swivel and then move backwards. Arms can swivel forward and back. There's a hinge for in and out. Bicep swivel. He does have a double jointed elbow. Thanks to the transformation. Nothing at the wrist. Sad. He does have waist rotation. So I can move his arms and get his arms and wings out the way. So there's a waist swivel right there. As you can see, his legs can move forward that far. They can move back that far. They can go out. I'm trying to get his arm out of the way. They can go out very, very far to the side. There is a thigh swivel. Very tight thigh swivel on mine. Bend over 90-degree bend at the knee. Forward and backward on the foot. And he does have ankle tilt. So for Starscream, he is very poseable. I mean, very poseable. Thank you for his heels being so big, he can stand on them. Alright. Like I said, I do love his head sculpt. There's more of the chestial details. Very nice. There's that cockpit again. Nice arms and detail in the hands. I still love his legs. Love his legs. His feet, they're a little bit small for my taste, but at least his heels make up for it. And going down the back. Like I said, he has peg holes for days. So you've got 3 here on the back, 2 on the back of his heels, 2 on either side of his arms, 2 in his fists. Oh, and then 2 on the sides of his legs. Now, for his accessories. He does come with his wing blade, which I think they really should have painted this to resemble his wing. That's just mine. Sadly, his wing does not come off like his original toy did, and then now it's all one solid piece. I did miss that function where you can take the wing off and then turn it into his sword. So he does come with that. Pick it into his hand. And he also comes with this. The Starsaber. This is the most dinkiest little thing I have ever seen for a Starsaber. If I had my original Minicons, I would show you the size because they will dwarf this. This thing is tiny. Like even in his hands, it's a joke. It's a laughing joke. Like literally, if I was Megatron and I saw him with this, I'd be like, no. So I never have him with this. I give it to Hotshot. And we'll see why it looks better with him. But yes, it's the 3 aerial Minicons. You got Sonar, Runway, and I forget what the other one was called. But Sonar, out of the group, Sonar was always my favorite. But yeah, this is the dinkiest little sword I've ever seen. It's molded nice. It's a nice detail. Molded very nicely. I never have him holding it, so it just sits off to the side. I have him with his traditional sword. Yeah, so he can hacky hack. And in this mode, you can also take his cannons and flip them all the way forward. And now he can do a null ray blast. Now for size comparison. Here he is next to the Thrilling 30 Starscream. You can see how tall this guy stands up to him. He literally only comes, head-wise, he only comes up to mid-torso. So about there. With these down, he comes to about almost his shoulder. Here he is next to Pinpointer. Here he is next to Magnificus. I'm going to throw his cannons back real quick. Yeah. Pick your feet. Like, he's very loose in his feet. Oh, there he is up to next to Magnificus. Here he is with Crankcase, who I still have in a weird squatting position. And here he is next to Dragstrip and Dead End. And just because I did a Thrilling 30, here he is next to Scoops and Scoops' little Target Masters. Back of it. There you go. So yeah, there's my review for Starscream, Armada Legacy Starscream. Should you get him? If you want a replacement for for this, yes, pick him up. Pick him up. Granted, yes, he doesn't come with as many cons. A lot of the figures that have come out that are part of the Unicron trilogy, Starscream, Hotshot, uh, the Titan class, Metroplex, the now new the new two leader and commanders that have been announced, Armada Megatron and Armada Optimus Prime. None of them come with their mini cons, and it's really sad. Like I would love to see Hasbro put some love into making mini cons. Like those were what made Armada was the mini con gimmick. But it would have been nice if they would have made him a little swindle to go with him. Like even if he's at this size scale, I would not mind. I would not care. Or at this size scale and just a simple transformation, I don't care. But please, Hasbro, please make some mini cons for the love of Primus, please. I'm Windrazer, and I'll see y'all on the next review.